Approaching the planet Oravax. I'm coming to get you, Valcor.
Hello dreamers, welcome back to my channel. Today we talk about lip sync. How I generally do it here on Dreams. Of course, all in Ring. The tutorial will start by showing you how I generate character voices within my projects directly online on my iPad. Then I'll show you how to download the file and import it directly here on Dreams. And of course, the highlight is the lip sync.
I'm coming to get you, Valcor.
Before we starting, I remind you to subscribe to the channel, comment, like, hype, everything. Thank you. I took the reference character that we'll see to see the lip system. Of course, this is my method, and the one that for me is fastest and with the best result.
Approaching the planet Oravax. I'm coming to get you, Valcor. Oh, whoa!
There are many online platforms that allow us to generate speech for our characters. I use ElevenLabs, which is very versatile and has a good library of different voices. I just have to write the speech I want to generate and press the button.
Approaching the planet Oravax.
As you can hear, very simple. Now I write a new sentence for the exercise we'll do next. I'm asking for trouble. The new sentence I wrote. There are some parameters that we can change, such as the choice of voice here on the right, but for now let's generate the speech.
I'm asking for trouble.
Now I change the voice. I choose, for example, Sarah. Regenerate speech.
I'm asking for trouble.
There is a good library of voices you can choose, so you have everything you need for your projects. Apart from being able to select the type of voice, there are other parameters that we can modify, such as the speed. Let's try to slow down as much as possible.
I'm asking for trouble.
Do you hear how it slows down? Another interesting thing is the insertion of pauses in the sentence. For example, I'm going to put some dots here.
I'm asking for trouble.
Really interesting. But now let's generate the sentence we need without dots.
I'm asking for trouble.
Now click here and download. The file will go directly to the iPad storage. At this point I can go back to Dreams and import the created audio. Here we are. Let's click on the plus and go to recover the file we just downloaded. Of course, it's the first one on the list. Select and open. Here it is. Let's move here and play.
I'm asking for trouble.
Now we can move on to lip sync. Each sound corresponds to a shape and position of the mouth, teeth and tongue. Today we focus on how I managed things through a rig animation. Here you can see practically all the positions that the mouth can assume to produce the various sounds. Of course, if this isn't enough for you, you can stand in front of a mirror or a smartphone to have even more precision. Now I place the image here as a reference and try to copy the shapes to match the sounds in the sentence I created earlier. But let's see all the elements that make up the movements of the mouth, because it's very important in addition to the movement of the mouth. We will synchronize the chin and the upper mustache to give more expression to the character. The elements are all separated to have the best possible control over the shapes. This is the mouth, which with its anchor point fixed at the top will go up and down, and we could also squeeze it on the sides. Of course, this is a way to create the mouth. For this character it's perfect because it gives me the possibility to work better creating really interesting facial expressions. The group that includes the mouth in turn has levels for the teeth, the tongue and the base. As we see, we'll focus on the tongue, adding some animations there too. We should then get an animation of this kind that corresponds to the sentence we created. From this speech,
I'm asking for trouble.
will synchronize the shape of the mouth and above all with the right timing. I move the audio of the sentence to this point so as not to start at a random point in the timeline. And I start to break down the words by placing keyframes on the mouth. I scroll forward through the timeline, making sure to follow the words. I am ends at this point, so I add a keyframe. I'm moving on. Next word, asking, and here I set another keyframe. Here and for.
Trouble.
And the last word, trouble, and here. The sentence enclosed by the Move and Scale tool keyframes.
I'm asking for trouble.
For the movements of the upper mustache and the chin, I used the Warp tool to deform the shape of the layers. I will set some keyframes with the same timing that we have just seen. I set the keyframes here. And now I speed up the video. The keyframes correspond exactly with the mouth keyframes. I do the same job for the upper mustache.
I'm asking for trouble.
Okay, now we can create the animations. Based on the sounds, I will try to replicate the corresponding shapes in the table on the right. Hi, I start from this form here. At this point in the timeline, I pull the mouth down and widen it a little too. The sound hi. Let's move forward with the ham, so the mouth closes again. I move this one a little bit to the left, and here I set the other keyframe. At this point, I'll shut the mouth a little. Continuing, the loudest sound I hear is an S. I add another keyframe. Set here. Open the mouth again and widen. A little less, okay. Next step, the high. At this point, another keyframe, I widen the shape and pull it down a little. Widen and pull it down. Let's do a test.
I'm asking for trouble. I'm asking for trouble. I'm asking for trouble.
Then we find for, a mix of F and O. I'm going to open the mouth a little at this point.
For trouble.
The movement is almost imperceptible, but it must still be there. Let's continue with the last word, trouble. We can start from tough, here. Set the keyframe here and open the mouth.
For trouble. For trouble. For trouble.
Next step, the O.
For trouble.
In this case, the mouth narrows a lot, forming almost an O.
Trouble.
Set the keyframe at this point. Pull down and crush.
Trouble. For trouble. For trouble. For trouble. For trouble.
Okay, I'd say we have reached the end. The mouth works and copies the sound of the voice perfectly.
I'm asking for trouble.
Now remember the keyframes I placed with the warp tool on the chin. Now we can add the other keyframes to lower and raise the shape in line with the movements of the mouth. Let's start from here. I'll move this one a little farther ahead. Okay. At this point where the mouth opens, I modify the shape by pulling the chin down a little. I continue like this with the other corresponding keyframes. I'll move it up a bit here.
Asking for
Another keyframe here and pull down. Now I speed the video for the other keyframes.
I'm asking for trouble. I'm asking for trouble.
As you can see in the letter O, I also squashed the shape a little on the sides.
I'm asking for trouble.
Now I'm going to work on the upper mustache too, and will use the warp tool again. In this case, however, I will work a little on the sides of the shape by widening or narrowing the shape a little. By adding these details, everything becomes much more organic and realistic. Now I'll speed up the video. Remember that all keyframes correspond to the keyframes on the mouth in this case too. And here the result.
I'm asking for trouble.
Really interesting, what do you think?
I'm asking for trouble.
Next step, I add some movement on the tongue. In this case, however, the keyframes will not copy the movement of the mouth. I want to create some variety. This will make the system work better. When you speak, the tongue goes up and down. This is my goal.
I'm asking.
I add some keyframes where the mouth remains closed. Another one here.
Trouble.
I'm going to add some movement here, for example. I'm going to press the tongue upwards. As you can see, the anchor point is on the upper side. And press.
I'm asking for trouble. I'm asking for. I'm asking for.
I'll add another one here at the end.
For trouble. I'm asking for trouble.
With this little detail of the tongue, everything is now much more natural.
I'm asking for trouble. I'm asking for trouble. I'm asking for trouble.
Well, dreamers, we have reached the end of another fantastic tutorial. Of course, this is my way of creating a realistic lip sync within my projects. All in rigging, so few drawings and guaranteed fun in the whole animation part. There are definitely some compromises to be made, although the effect is very organic, and I personally like it a lot. There will also be a way to see facial expressions in the future, so my advice is to stay on the channel. I remind you to comment, like, hype, and above all,